What's up, world? This your man, Desiree Dixon, man, Mr. Bull City Business in the building, coming to you live right now, man. Live Wire Podcast, BOM Entertainment TV, man, going down right here, man, in the Bull City. Y'all already know where you can get all your latest news and updates on community, independent artists, venues, and more. Yesterday, I was out, boots on the ground, man. I was out, man, doing interviews. It was an awesome time. I interviewed a couple of business owners, sole proprietors, entrepreneurs, people that work for the city, man, employees that work for the city that's keeping us safe. It was all in yesterday. I had an awesome time, man, talking with some people and meeting some new people. Ain't nothing wrong with meeting new faces and new places. You know what I mean? So awesome things. So God is doing awesome things, man. I hope you're excited about. Happy Father's Day to all my fathers out there. Hope you guys having an awesome time. Make sure that you tune in. Sit down with your babies today. Tune in to Live Wire Podcast. Look at the 30-minute segment that we put on for yesterday. Go check that out, man. Like I said, we got some awesome footage, and I want you to go check that out. That's BOM Entertainment TV on YouTube. Live Wire Podcast, man. Again, I'm your host, Desiree Dixon, man. Mr. Bull City Business in the building. Mr. Bull City Business in the building. Remember that. Mr. Bull City Business in the building. That's how we doing. But check it. Wanted to come on here this morning, man, and just encourage some of you guys for the work week. Motivation, man, for you guys to kind of put some energy out there, some positive energy out there to kind of uplift and motivate us for the work week that's coming up. I'm excited about the work week. I'm a father, so happy Father's Day to myself. It's a blessing. Happy Father's Day to you. All my fathers out there, again, for those that's just walking in the room and didn't hear it, I'm repeating it. It's a blessing. So we here to stay. If it's up there, then it's stuck there. So we blessed, man. We blessed fathers right now, man, to have awesome children that we can leave our legacy to, some children that we can leave our blessings to, the children that we can actually leave our legacy to continue to do what we're doing, especially imparting their own gift and their own legacy and what they're doing as well. So I think that this next generation is going to have like double the blessing, but double the work to do, because they have their legacy to build on, and they also have to continue our legacy as well that we're going to leave for them. So I think that God is in control of everything. I think that God is still on the throne. I know that he's still able. I know that he's still a blesser. So, he's blessing the blessings and blessing the blessers and blessing the blessings and all that. I'm excited, man. So I hope you guys are, so I'm excited, man. What else we want to talk about? I just wanted to motivate you guys for the work week. So check this out. During this week, make sure that you are focused. Make sure that you are focused on the task at hand. Don't let anything spoil your day. I told you that last weekend, but this week we're going to talk about what you have to offer. What do you have to offer? Have you made yourself an asset or a liability? An asset or a liability? Have you made yourself an asset or a liability on your job? And I think it's a great thing if you can make yourself an asset on your job. That means going above and beyond the call of duty. That means doing things that other people don't want to do. That means doing things that others are too lazy to do. So it's a blessing in itself. Their curse could be your blessing. So a one man's trash is another man's treasure. And I think this laziness is trash. I think that it's bad because even God said, give a man an honest day's work. So I believe in that. I believe in building yourself up to the point where you're able to control your own destiny. You're able to control your own life. So God give it to each man his gift to offer back to God so that God can multiply that thing. So, even if you're on the job today, I just want you to know that, that ain't the end of what God has for you. That ain't the end of what God has for you. He has so much in store for you. So I want you to step out on faith. If God has been prompting your heart or been pricking your heart, to step out on faith, if you've been getting that yearning inside of you, if you've been working for somebody for a number of years and you've been getting that yearning inside of you to come out and do something, but you don't know exactly what that thing is, I'm here to tell you that, years ago, God challenged me to step out on faith. And this is how I started my own business and what I'm doing. The Bible says that we overcome the devil by the power of our testimony. So I just wanted to bring you guys a testimony on what God is doing. And what God is doing is, when you're independent, when you believe in God and you're trusting God for some things, and you're believing God to step out on faith, then, God will try that faith. And your faith will be tested, and it will also be tempted, because the enemy will go to God and he'll ask God to tempt your faith and to tempt you, because God is not a tempter. God is the tester. And you being his child, he has to test us and chastise us in order for us to grow in independency. So I believe in independency as a whole, not just as a saved man, but as an independent man, being just human beings. God created us independent. We came into this world independent. And we're going to leave here independent with nothing to gain but God, life or either death, eternal death or eternal life. That's the choice. But that's on another subject. But we want to go back and we want to talk about, being independent. If God is prompting your heart to step out on your job, and step out on your job and walk by faith, because it's a lot of businesses tied up in you. It's a lot of gifts tied up in you. It's a lot of ability that's tied up in you that you have not yet tapped into, that I have not yet tapped into. But God is doing a new thing in this decade, in this time. God is doing the next thing for the next 10 years. God is going to be doing awesome things. So I want all my believers to get ready, all of those that's believing God for the supernatural, to get ready, because God is about to do it. So I want you to know this, that it's okay to walk off. If God has been prompting your heart, move by faith. You don't have anybody's feelings to protect. Why are you trying to protect somebody else's feelings? You're building somebody else's vision. Step out on faith. Build your own vision. God has it for you. You got to do it. You are able to do. God said, I'm able to do exceedingly abundantly and above more than we can even ask or think. But it's according to the power that worketh within us. What do you have in you? What do I have in me that's going to encourage me to step out on faith? To step out on faith and own my own. If I want to own my own and be a business owner, it's going to take faith. It's going to take trust in God. It's going to take believing God. Because I had to believe God. I had to get on the bus a couple of times, and I had to lay that all natural oil table down, and I had to sit. But I was believing God, for my own hot dog stand, and for me to do some things, and God blessed me with that. And I'm gonna tell you the testimony behind that. I used to go to the terminal every day, man, Monday through Friday. When I walked up, I was working at the Forset Duke, and I was just working one day, and God spoke to my heart, and He told me, He said, leave. And He said, put in your 2 weeks notice. So I put in my 2 weeks notice, and I gave him at the time it was Rick was a supervisor. I gave him a 2 weeks notice, and I said, I gotta go. And I had just gotten a promotion, so he's kind of bumfuzzled. So he's like, what's wrong? And I said, ain't nothing wrong. I just gotta go. I gotta, and I said, I just got to do my own thing. And I put the note down. I gave it to him. I walked off my job, and I've been independent ever since. You got to believe God. And I went to the terminal. I was believing God for a hot dog stand, because I had seen my man Big Mike downtown doing his thing, and he was doing his thing. And then I just looked at that, and I went downtown selling oils right beside him. So, for those that want some things, you got to sacrifice some things. You got to be ready to step out on faith. You got to be ready to step out and do some things that a lot of people ain't willing to do. I jumped on a bus with a table on my back, had my girl with me at the time. We downtown, we doing our thing, and we selling oils. And all of a sudden, my brother, this good brother Clifton Thomas, came up to me, and he said to me, I think I talked to you about a hot dog stand. I said, no, bro, you didn't. I said, but God sent you to the right person. How many of y'all know that if you step out on faith, God will meet you right where you at? So check this. So he said, nah, man. So we went through the little conversation about him having a hot dog stand, meeting me, and him meeting the right person. And it was just a blessing in itself. So that in itself just encouraged me. When he came to me and he talked to me, it encouraged me to step out more out on faith, because I knew that God was forever present. So I told him, I said, yo, God sent you to the right person. I said, what you got? He told me about the hot dog stand. And I told him, I said, well, I'm catching the bus, bro. I really can't do nothing, really right now, but I would love to, man. I said, dang, man, I wish you would have, whatever, whoop. And he said something crazy to me, man. He said, man, I got a van that I ain't drove in years, man, and I can let you use that or whatever, and you can pay me a month for Bob with a roof. So yeah, we did that. We chopped it up. We made that happen. So and I ended up, moving the hot dog stand, moving from down there to moving, to 9th Street. 9th Street didn't work out. Moved to Fairview Street. Fairview Street didn't really work out. Then I was laying in the bed. God gave me a vision. And this is when I got the hot dog stand. So I'm fast forwarding. God doing awesome things. And he gets through this brother Clifton Thomas. Shouts out to my man Cliff, man. Showing up seafood. On Avondale. So check this. So he ended up renting me the cart. I ended up renting the cart, man. The cart ended up getting taken because I had owed some money years ago that I forgot about a court case. About a title to a car, and I owed this lady money, woo. Ended up doing that, so they ended up coming on the block, taking the cart. The enemy intervened. He tried to stop it. So God intervened. I ended up giving him his cart back. Ended up making enough money to buy my own stand. So I ended up buying my own stand. So how many of y'all know that God will put you in a situation? If you walking by faith, he'll put you in a situation not to just work for somebody, because the whole goal was for you to work for yourself. So God put me in a situation that even though that was the kickoff, that was the stairway for me to get where I was going to own my own and stepping out on faith and believing God, that's what I had to do. So ended up, they never intervened. Like I said, he took his cart. The sheriff department took his cart. They was going to auction off. I had to get up enough money to get his cart back. But in the midst of that, I made enough money where I can afford 2 carts. I was right there at the spot that I'm at right now, S&D, Boston Dogs Grill and Catering, right on Fairview, Main Street, 414. I was right there, made enough money to give him his cart back. He came back, took his cart back or whatever. God bless me. I had my own in the same time. So I ended up running my own. So that's the story of me stepping out on faith, in short, of me stepping out on faith and me believing God to own my own. So just for you to own your own, you're going to have to step out on faith, and you're going to have to go through something. But God is able, because if God gives you the vision, he will supply the provision for that. I'm going to say that again. If God gives you the vision to own your own, God will supply the provision for that. But you got to trust him. You got to believe him. You got to know that he's God all by himself. Many days I've cried. Many days I've sat down and I've wondered, was this thing going to work? And it's working. Not only did he bless me with the hot dog cart, but he blessed me with multiple businesses that I'm able to obtain right here in this head until he send me help. So God is doing awesome things, man. So as an entrepreneur, as a father, not yet a husband, but as an entrepreneur and as a father, man, God is just doing, awesome things when I stepped out on faith and he made it happen. So for yourself, you gotta trust God. So if you got it in your heart to step out on faith and to own your own, that's a testimony for you. This didn't come overnight. It took a lot of blood, sweat, and tears. And you hearing it from me. It took a lot of being fussed out, being told no, doors shut in my face, people taking my ideas, things and this and that happened. But God showed up and showed out. And through all of that, God still put me where I needed to be. Remember that I said not where I wanted to be. He put me where I needed to be. I ain't where I want to be yet, because God gives you what you need before he gives you your wants. But you got to trust God. You got to believe God. And I want to keep nailing that home. You got to trust God. Because it's going to take faith for you to step out and to own your own business and to be an entrepreneur, to be an artist, to be whatever you believe in God to be. Because when it comes down to it, you're going to get on your knees and you're going to pray. And you're going to ask God, God, is this for me? Or God bless me? Or God something. So when you go before him, just ask God to make the crooked path straight. Open doors that needs to be open, not doors that you want to be open or that you feel need to be open. But so the encouragement for this week is own your own. Own your own. I don't know who I'm speaking to today. I don't know who I'm talking to today. But as you're looking at this video, you've been having it in your spirit to own your own and to step out on your own. And I know a lot of people might say, yeah, a lot of people want to own their own. But this specific person or people, it's been on you heavy. But you don't know how to do it. You're scared you might fail. You're scared of humiliation. But God said that, there's no humiliation in the kingdom. He said, no servant of mine to be put to shame. So what are you trusting God for? What do you believe in God for? Are you willing to step out on faith? Are you willing to be laughed at? Are you willing to be told no? Are you willing for doors to be shut in your face? Are you willing to endure? Because the blessed is he that endures. Blessed is he that endures. You gotta endure. Gotta endure because you're gonna go through it. But I want you to trust God and I want you to believe God, because I'm telling you from testimony and from my life where God is taking me and what he's doing. And it's not an easy road, but God is doing it. So I just wanted to come on here this morning, man, and share with you guys to kind of encourage you for your work week. Kind of took another direction, but give God the glory anyway. He takes it whatever direction he wants to go. I just follow. So I'm excited to bring you guys this message today. Again, my name is Desert Dixon, Mr. Bull City Business in the building, man. Live Wire Podcast, BO Entertainment TV on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, man. God is doing awesome things. Awesome things, awesome things, awesome things, awesome things. Open that cleaning service up. Thank you, God. Open that cleaning service up. God said do it. God said do it. Open that cleaning service up. You can do it. Don't doubt yourself. Don't doubt your ability. Don't doubt the gift that God gave you. You love cleaning anyway. And a job should always be fun. If a job ain't fun, walk away from it anyway. Leave it. Leave it. Walk away from it. If you can't laugh on your job, if you can't have fun on your job, if your job is more stressful than blessing, walk off your job. Believe God and trust God for a happier place or even your place. But whatever you do, trust God. This week, have an encouraging day. Have a blessed week. Start out your Monday with a prayer. Believe God for positive energy. Put positive energy out there. Speak those things that are not as though they were. Believe God, man, to reach the unreachable, touch the untouchable. Do something that you've never done in order to get some results that you've never gotten. Because God sits on the throne. He sits high and looks low, and he wants to bless you. But you got to be willing to step out on faith and to sow seeds. Sow seeds, because blessed is he that gives. Blessed is the giver. Be a giver, not a taker. Be a giver. Be a blesser, not a cursor. Be a blessing. Be a blessing. Be a blessing. So trust God, believe God, man. This is your encouragement for the week. This is your man, Desert Dixon, man. Bull City Business in the building. Mr. Bull City Business in the building. Live Wire Podcast, BO Entertainment TV, man. Live on YouTube, man. Hit us up we're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers so we can go live, man, and we can bring a nice show, nice channel to you guys, man. Something new platform to YouTube, man. We'll be right here in the Bull City, bringing you guys encouragement on Sunday mornings, motivation and inspiration for the work week. Monday through Fridays, you'll catch us, man, randomly throwing up videos, man, of interviews and other events and venues that we got going on, man. But coming up in our latest interviews, man, we got the Fat Boy, we got DJ Magic, we got Mike Blaze, we got my man Mike Boss J, we got Mike Boss Diddy, we got Boss Diddy coming up. We got who else we got? Did I say Mike Blaze? Yeah, we got Mike Blaze, and we got a couple more. We got Eric, Big E, the R&B singer locally right here, known in the Bull City, man. So, you know, God is doing awesome things, man. So I'm excited. Again, man, I'm about to sign out. Wanted to bring you guys, man, it's time. Yeah, so I'm about to sign out. Wanted to come on here, give you guys a little encouragement for the week, man. It's your man, Desert Dixon, Mr. Bull City Business in the building. Don't forget to log on to YouTube, BO Entertainment TV. Like, share, and subscribe. Leave a comment, man. We're trying to get up to 1,000 subscribers, man, so we can go live on our YouTube, man. Don't forget Live Wire Podcast is where you want to be. Get all your latest news and updates for your community, venues, independent artists, labels, and more, man. We out. This your man, Desert Dixon, man. Blessed to bring you encouragement, being blessed for the week. Give you guys encouragement, man. I'm out, man. Salute to you guys. Blessings. See you guys soon. Chill. We out.